import random. First line is import random for I in range, parentheses, and the number of random numbers that you want to have with another parentheses and then a semicolon. And then print random dot rand range and the two numbers that you want them to be in between with parentheses surrounding both. To get the average of three numbers, the first line is def sum underscore and underscore average parentheses x, y, z parentheses semicolon. Sum equals x plus y plus z. Average equals sum divided by 3. Under that, you're going to have return parentheses sum comma average parentheses, and then your example usage. So you'll have num1 equals, num2 equals, num3 equals, then print sum in quotations comma total parentheses, and then print average comma average. To double things in a list, you're going to do def double stuff parentheses a underscore list parentheses. Then the next line would be new underscore list equals bracket. And then for value in a list semicolon. And then new underscore ELEM equals 2 times value. Next, you're going to have new underscore list dot append equals parentheses new underscore ELEM parentheses. Then you're going to return the new list with the underscore between new and list. Things is going to equal your first three numbers in brackets, and then you're going to print things. And then things, parentheses, double stuff, parentheses, things, parentheses. And then you're going to print things. To double up numbers in the list, you're going to have a list equals brackets and then 1 through 5. The next line is going to be double list equals bracket item times 2 for item in a list bracket, and then you're going to print double list. To get the largest num, you're going to do nums equals -1, -99, -3, -88, and then in the bracket. On the next line, you're going to have largest underscore num equals nums bracket 0 bracket. In the next line, you're going to have 4 n semicolon. And then on the next line, if n is greater than largest underscore num semicolon. In the next line, you're going to do largest underscore num equals n. And then you're going to print the largest num. ACC to make lore, you're going to do def make underscore lore a list parentheses in the semicolon. Then you're going to do ACC equals bracket for I, and then yeah, ACC equals bracket. And then on the next line, you're going to do for I in a list semicolon. Then you're going to do ACC dot append parentheses I dot lower parentheses parentheses parentheses, and then you're going to return ACC. Then it's going to be def main parentheses parentheses semicolon, and then you're going to print make underscore lower bracket and the first letters that you're trying to up lowercase and the second letters that you're trying to lowercase, and then you're going to do main bracket. To get a fruitful function of list of numbers, list of odd numbers, you're going to do def list underscore odd parentheses a list parentheses semicolon. Then you're going to do odd underscore numbers equals bracket, and then for num in a list semicolon, and then if num modulo 2 exclamation point equals 0, and then odd underscore numbers dot append, parentheses num, and then return odd numbers. A fruitful function that takes a list as an argument and multiplier and returns a list with only odd numbers by n. Use a loop for accumulator pattern. You're gonna do def list underscore odd underscore times underscore n, parentheses a list comma n parentheses. Odd underscore numbers underscore times underscore n equals 0. For num n a equals bracket, odd underscore number underscore times underscore n equals bracket. And on this third line, you're gonna have for num in a list semicolon, if num parentheses, or if num modulo 2 exclamation point equals 0. And then we're gonna have odd underscore numbers underscore times underscore n dot append, parentheses num times n parentheses, and then return odd underscore numbers underscore times underscore n. And the example is going to be the input list. So you're going to put the numbers that you want, that you start with. So input underscore list equals the numbers that you started with in brackets. And the multiplier is going to be times 2, or multiplier equals 2. Result equals list underscore odd underscore times underscore n, parentheses input underscore list, comma multiplier parentheses. And then you're going to print the result. To get a new list to 7, you're going to do a new list equals x for x in the range, parentheses 8, parentheses bracket, and then print new list. To make the words in brackets uppercase, you're going to do animals equals the 3 words that you want uppercase in brackets and quotation marks, and then animals underscore d underscore upper equals bracket x dot upper parentheses for x in animals if quotation mark if d in x, and then it's going to have the 3 numbers that are the 3 letters that have the d in them, the 3 words that have the d in them, capitalized. List count method to construct odd list between 10 to 31 would be odd underscore numbers equals bracket num for num in range 10, comma 32, parentheses if none. Import turtle is going to be import turtle, and then wn equals turtle dot screen parentheses alex equals turtle dot turtle parentheses, and then Alex Ford parentheses 150, or for I in range parentheses 4, and then you can do 150. For name in parentheses in brackets Amy, Bob, Zoe, print hi in quotation marks comma name, and that prints the name. To get the square root of a fruitful function, you're going to do def square parentheses x semicolon I equals x times x, return y, and then 2 square equals 10, result equals square 2 square, and 2 squares in parentheses, and then print in quotations the result of comma 2 square in quotations squared is comma result. 5 condition is x equals 15 if x is modulo 2 equals double equals 0. S equals hello comma world, print s dot upper parentheses and tt dot to lower it, you do tt equals ss dot lower parentheses print tt. Fruit equals apple for a chair in apple, and for a chair in fruit, print a chair, it will just be a p p l B equals banana, print A is B, it's hashtag true. A equals bracket 81, 82. B equals bracket 81, 82. A is B is false, and A double equals B is true. Using Stata Data takes a program that calculates the average grade for each student along with name and average grade. To do that, you're going to def calculate underscore average parentheses grades parentheses semicolon, and then total equals sum parentheses grades parentheses, and then return total slash when parentheses grades, and then with open you can have the student file, like the student file name in parentheses with a parentheses, or in parentheses and quotations, and then a quotation R after that. Then after the parentheses you're gonna have as file semicolon, and then you're gonna do for line in file data equals a line dot split parentheses, name equals data bracket 0, grades equals list parentheses map parentheses int comma data bracket 1 semicolon bracket parentheses. And then in the next line we're gonna have average underscore grade equals calculate underscore average parentheses grades, and then you're gonna print parentheses F bracket name in the bracket, and then you're gonna do average grade is bracket average underscore grade semicolon 2F3 quotation, and in the parentheses, and then pulls from file using name and then that's the end for that one. And then this one pulls from file using minimum and maximum scores. So with open, we're gonna do with open parentheses student data dot text parentheses comma R in quotation as file, and then for line in file data equals line split parentheses name equals data in brackets with a 0, sources equals list parentheses map parentheses int comma data bracket 1 semicolon, and then 3 parentheses in that line, and then minimum underscore score equals min parentheses scores, max underscore score equals max parentheses score, and we're gonna print F bracket name semicolon min score equals bracket min underscore score 3 comma max score equals 3 max score parentheses.